Hi everyone! Welcome to this episode of Catching Up with Yoseka Stationery. So casual. Hope you all are great here at Yoseka. Personally, I am suffering from some springtime allergies.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I've been telling everyone that I'm seeing, I'm sorry if I'm sniffling through this conversation or if I sound super congested. I'm not sick, I'm just being attacked by pollen.
Yeah, I feel like it's so bad this year. It's criminally bad.
It's so bad.
It's all over my bike too. The
Oh my
pollen.
gosh.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, it's like attacking our car, and every time we go, I try to not touch anything, and then meanwhile Jacob is jumping in the pollen.
Oh my god.
I'm oh boy, I gotta leave you outside tonight. Yeah, but I hope you all are doing great and not suffering from allergies, and if you are still enjoying the weather, which I am,
Yeah,
it's nice.
so nice.
It's been so nice in New York and can't complain about the spring days. So certainly happy about that. Here at Yoseka last week, we certainly had a very busy week. We had our MD 15th anniversary pop-up event kick off in our store, and that's been going on and underway, and I'm happy that people are getting to the store and picking up some of those artist notebooks. Yeah, because we sold out online, but we did reserve some for in-store. And for anybody who's curious about those, we will be getting a restock of those, but we're not exactly sure when. So if there is one that you wanted, you can still sign up for the restock notification.
That's nice.
Yeah. Other than that, we've had a bunch of blog posts and different sort of team contributions to the blog this past week.
We had Alex with her breakdown of pencil.
That's right.
HB
HB pencil comparison.
Yeah,
I learned so much from these blog posts. I really salute Alex and Amy who took the time to dive deep on some of these things. So Alex had her HB pencil comparison, which we'll be doing a video of too, so look out for that.
And Amy had her Namiki pen breakdown blog post about why they're so expensive, and then you guys did a video about it, right?
We did a video. It was so much fun. I really learned so much about these pens.
So much.
Oh my god.
I'm still wrapping my head around all the different names for the different techniques.
Yeah.
But it was cool to know that there is a breakdown and a reason to why all these pens take so long to make.
Yeah.
It was just so cool to
Yeah.
learn about.
Yeah. And I think what was most mind-blowing for me is really being able to tell the differences between the different techniques when I look at a pen, and I was never able to do that before. They all just looked beautiful and special,
right?
But I never really understood the differences between the techniques and why some techniques are more expensive than others, because they basically are just more steps, essentially. So it just takes a lot more time, which makes complete sense. So be sure to take a look at our blog post for some light reading. I don't know, would you call it light reading?
It depends on what mood you're in.
Yeah.
If you're really curious about it, it's so easy to read. But if you're not in the mood, it's a lot of information to take in.
Yeah.
So get a coffee and sit
but
down.
But Alex and Amy are both really good writers, I would say. So they made the information very digestible.
Yeah, it was a very fun read.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So do that if you have curiosity about these topics. And then some more kind of in-store announcements to make. We do have some events coming up, right, Ashley?
Yeah, we first on the lineup we have ameruu coming, which I'm so excited about. Just want to shout that out again because it's only one day in store on Sunday the 30th. Yeah. So if you're able to make it out for that one day, you'll see Ame with all of her stickers. She's bringing stamps that are going to be able to be used, right?
Yes.
Some that are able to be used. So if you're able to stop by the store on that one day, you can check those things out.
Yes, for sure. And then after that, the following week, we actually have our second stationery swap and journaling meetup. This is going to be on Thursday, May 4th, from 5 to 7 p.m., I believe.
Yeah, extending the hour a little bit. Before it was at 5:30, but everyone seemed like they wanted to stay a little longer. So it's going to start at 5 this time.
5 to 7 p.m. So be sure to come and bring any stationery stationery goodies you have no use for, and also bring your journals and your techos to do some journaling and maybe like sharing a little bit of your inspiration and how you journal and your routines basically with other people who are super into journaling.
Yeah, last time what I wish I had done, because there were a lot of like standalone like flake stickers kind of floating around. And like people would claim them, but you're holding like a bunch of stickers.
Maybe we should bring little envelopes.
Yeah, envelopes would be good, but if I had my planner I would have just like started sticking them in right there.
Oh,
you know, so I feel like that's a good.
Oh my gosh! And now we have like the sticker release. People bring their sticker.
Oh my goodness, wait, that's such a good idea.
For those of you who don't know, Travelers released a sticker release refill couple years ago as part of their B-Sides and Rarities collection, and it was a huge hit. Basically just a whole little refill of sticker release paper. So it's paper that allows you to put stickers on temporarily and then peel them back off again. And very good news to all of us was that they actually decided to release this as a standard release item. So people went nuts.
Yeah.
And we're sold out.
Yeah.
We might have a couple. Maybe if you're lucky, I'll bring them to the store and you can grab one.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, they're sold out. They're going to come back in stock for sure because this is now a standard release item. So that will definitely come in handy at the stationery swap and probably even like Ameruu's event and things like that. So yeah. Very happy about the sticker release refill. Other than that, we have some newly added stationery that we'd love to share with you all. So they're in front of the table here in front of us today. Maybe we can start with what's right in front of Ashley, which is some new Hocoro dip pens.
Yeah, we got some new Hocoro dip pen items, and it's very exciting because they released these sets, and they're in the white body and the gray body as before, but they each come with a fine nib and a 1.0 millimeter nib. Ooh, this is spoilers, I just realized.
Ooh.
But yeah, this is the 1.0 millimeter nib, so it gives you the option of the fine tip or the calligraphy tip.
I was gonna say it comes with a feed. It doesn't come with the feed. So you don't get the feed with these sets.
Yeah.
Feed sold separately.
Yeah, feed sold separately.
Yeah.
But it's nice that they give you 2 tips to be able to switch out the sizes on these. And then what I spoiled before are these new bodies. They're the bodies only for the Hocoro. So usually you get the tip of the pen and the body, but these are just the bodies, and they're in these cool, whoopsies.
They're clear.
These cool, transparent, clear.
So cool.
Plastics. The black one is limited, actually, limited edition. So that's fun. I really like it. The like gradient of the plastic is
And you were
super
saying
nice.
it looks really cool with the nib inserted too, right?
So what's nice about the transparent ones is that when you put the nib in, you can kind of see like what the size is on the inside. You can still see the nib, especially in the transparent one.
Yeah.
It's like really visible. Super nice.
Ooh.
Especially for people like me, where I'm gonna forget which nib I have and what, even though they have the color coded.
Yeah. That's so interesting. I mean, like, look, like if you just like saw this, you would be like, what is that?
What is happening here?
It looks like a test tube with the nib.
Like something's wrong.
Yeah, this is like something out of the future, or I don't know. It's very, very, very cool. We have so many dip pens right now, but I think the Hocoro is one of my favorite because it's so low maintenance and it's very light. You feel like, you know, it's not a big deal if you drop it or like, you know, it's just like not so expensive. And I love that you can cap it like that.
Yeah, it's like so portable. Like I feel pretty safe like just chucking it in my pen case.
Yeah.
So I just got one myself.
Okay. And then next up we have some pens and pencils, actually pencils that look like pens on this on our Yoseka pen tray here. So maybe we can talk about these 3. What are those? Ashley is the expert.
The expert on these Uni Kuru Toga Dives. You might have seen I made an Instagram video about them and a TikTok video about them. They've got so many different features.
They're so fancy.
They're so fancy.
Yeah.
And they've got this like metallic body finish.
Yeah.
But there's a magnetic cap that like when you remove it, it clicks out the lead for you. And that like self-advancing mechanism.
That was really cool.
Adjustable. I know, it's crazy, right? So you can adjust the different lengths that it'll spit out the lead for. Of course, this is the Uni Kuru Toga Advanced mechanism. So it rotates the lead to self-sharpen as you write. So you'll always have a like nice point to write on. And you can still click the lead out, but it's like, there's everything in here for you to never have to click this pencil. Like when you uncap, it'll write for you. As you're writing, it's advancing the lead for you. So you just don't have to click it. And
it's rotating lead, it's advancing the lead. You can choose how much you want to advance it. Yeah. That's really cool.
Super, super cool.
Yeah.
And after I made the video explaining all those features, we completely sold out.
We sold out. Yeah, of course.
Sorry.
Of course we did.
But we will have these again in a few months.
Are these the colors?
Yeah.
These are all the colors.
These are all the colors. There's dense green, orange, and blue. They're all very like metallic looking.
Yeah.
Which I think is very interesting.
We were joking how they were car colors.
Yeah, they are car colors. Like this is a Ford Fiesta car. Like not sponsored.
So I have been getting so many questions about Kuru Toga Dive because I think they are definitely the hottest mechanical pencil that's been released in like the last year, I would say. So people have been asking us about it. When are we gonna get it? When are we gonna get it? It was released as a limited edition at first when it came out like last year. And then they released it standard release because it was super popular. But even since then, they are just so popular in Japan that they're hard to get outside of Japan because they just sell out within Japan. So that's why our restock schedule is a little bit up in the air. We're going to continue to get them. We will get them at some point. I think we're expecting maybe summertime is the next time. So definitely watch Ashley's TikTok to learn all about this mechanical pencil. It's so good. I love that TikTok. And sign up for the restock because we will get these back in. If you're a mechanical pencil buff.
Yeah, definitely. If you like mechanical pencils, this one is so cool.
Yeah. Okay, next up on the pen tray here, which you might have seen earlier, these are our new Fine Writing International pens. Fine Writing International is actually a brand that goes way back with Yoseka. We had their Bronze Age fountain pens like back when we first opened the Sunnyside shop, and they were kind of like our first we didn't have an online shop back then, but those were kind of like, they had a following after they were first released because they were really cool looking. They were made of bronze and they were eyedropper pens. So people thought they were really cool, and we were one of the only stores that carried it. And that's actually like goes back to our friendship with Fude Fan because he was a fan of the pen. So he'd be like, you can get them at Yoseka.
Oh my God.
And that's when that was kind of our first time like selling things online because people who weren't in New York would be like, how do I get this pen? So this is really like early days of Yoseka. The history behind Yoseka and Fine Writing. We go way back. But we're excited to finally offer some pens from Fine Writing International that they have on their standard lineup. So these are their Fenestro fountain pens in silver trim and gold trim, and these they've had for a while, and this is kind of like something that they're really well known for. They make cartridge converter pens. They take international standard cartridge and converter, but you can convert these into eyedroppers. So, and you don't have to do anything. Like you don't have to use sealing grease or anything. You can simply eyedrop ink into the barrel of the body of the pen and it will hold a ton of ink for you. And it's actually a really lightweight pen. It is made of a very durable sort of plastic material. It's double walled and actually the inside is lined with like this acid resistant, alkali resistant coating so that it won't be like worn down by any ink that you have.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so these are really cool and they have either gold or silver trim nibs. These are just steel plated. These are just steel nibs. And
I love the feather detail.
Yeah. I believe these are Yowo nibs, so they're not like Fine Writing International nibs, but they have their embossing or their logo on it there. So, and they also have these spring-loaded caps right here. So there's actually a spring similar to Platinum 3776 Centuries. Same kind of idea to keep the nib very airtight from preventing it from drying out. So these are the Fenestro fountain pens, and then Fine Writing actually just released these pens. These are called the Scepter series, and they're called Scepter because they have like, I guess Scepter is like a royal thing, right?
There's like a baton.
Yeah, like a stick.
Yeah.
The Scepter. So they have like this crown sort of detailing on the back end of the finial over here. And it comes in two colors, this blue and this green version, and they're actually different. So I'm really excited. The green one is beautiful, but this one is just a piston filler. So it's like a TWSBI almost. It's just a pretty color, and this one is really interesting actually. So it's a screw cap, and if you twist off this back section here, Fine Writing has employed a filling mechanism from the vintage Parker of like the 1930s, where you would just press on this and it would pump up the ink. So it's like a pumping style vacuum filler fountain pen. So all you have to do is dip the nib into the bottle of ink and hold down this button, pump it a few times, and it would suck the ink up into the barrel of the pen. So that's really cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah. And then most of the time that button, that nozzle is just like sort of concealed by this back cap over here. Super excited about these pens, and hopefully going to be seeing more Fine Writing International at Yoseka going forward.
Very nice.
Yeah. Next up we have the Kaweco Highlighter set.
So this is a fun little set that actually got released a long time ago, but we just put ours online. So this is a set that comes with the glowing yellow highlighter cartridges by Kaweco. I feel like they're really well known for these, and people always ask me how you're supposed to use these highlighter cartridges because you can't really see it when you write with it.
Yeah. So
Kaweco released a set where the pen actually has a calligraphy tip on it. So you're supposed to use the cartridges, and it comes with one as a highlighter.
Oh, how cool.
It's so cool. And the cap and the grip section are this like fluorescent highlighter yellow.
Perfect, yeah.
Which is so cool. And then the body is transparent, so you can actually see the highlighter. And the ink is special because it won't smudge if you highlight over any type of water-based ink.
Wait, like a dye-based fountain pen ink?
Not fountain pen, but like gel pen, inkjet, like printer paper, books, all of those types of ink are safe to highlight.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so super useful. Like you can actually use it as a fountain pen highlighter. Yeah.
That's cool. Awesome. So, thank you. Thanks for showing us that.
So that's the highlighter set.
Okay, last up on the table here, I have a collection of stationery that I'm super excited to share with you guys. You might already know what I'm going to talk about just from looking at this. These are some stationery goodies that we're adding from the one and only,
the renowned
Abbey Sy. Abbey, I'm just like going back into the history of Yoseka here, but Abby's also like a good friend of Yoseka. She came to our Sunnyside store back when she was in New York, like a few years ago, and I spent some time with her in the store. She was so sweet, and I was like really nervous meeting her actually because we were nobody, and she was like this major influencer, and she is. If you don't know Abby, she creates incredible, inspiring content for anyone who's into journaling. She really just like, I don't know, something about her, the way she like posts videos and stuff makes you really think that like you're capable of doing that too.
Yes.
And she makes you want to try doing the things that she's doing. So I love Abbey, and I'm excited to announce that we are actually now going to be carrying this is the Diarist journal, and this is what she does. Like, this is her strength, is really inspiring people, I would say. This journal is all about like how to start journaling. And so she gives prompts in this journal. There's daily prompts, there's weekly prompts, monthlies, general. I love it. And it just gives you ideas of like different jumping off points of where to start a journal entry if you are new to journaling and you might not know what to write every single day. So you could just like go through these prompts every day, pick one, and then that's what you write every day, and that's your jumping off point. So I love that. The rest of the journal is just dot grid paper, but it does come with these prompts in the beginning, and then you do get these really cute, like very Abbey Sy stickers, I would say.
Like, these are definitely her colors.
Yeah, her colors, that's right. So you would be able to use these stickers throughout your journal, which is really cool. We also have added some Abbey Sy washi tapes. So these are, she has collected like ephemera from her travels, and so this is based off of like real ephemera that she has like collaged and put together. So this is based off of real ephemera that Abbey has sort of collaged and put together from her travels and created all these different washi tapes. So we have a few different ones. This top one was the ephemera, and this one is the Berlin. So she lives in Berlin right now, so you can see there's a lot of like German words and things like that. And then this next one that Ashley is rolling out is called Academia, and these are all such like Abbey vibes, you know, that very like fall color palette, I would say, is super Abbey. This one is just Sunflower, so cute.
And I love that these all really match her style of journaling too.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell that she made something that she would also love to use. Like, her style is very scrapbooky.
Yeah.
So all the like just visuals that are collaged through all of these are very fitting, like for her style, but also like getting started with the Diarist journal. So
yes, for sure.
Nice.
This is very Abbey, very Abbey. And this last one here is called Autumn. So be sure to check these out. I love to support Abbey. I think she's like really someone great in the community who inspires us all. Yeah. So yeah, I'm really excited to be working more with Abbey this year, and I think we will have a few more exciting announcements to share with Abbey in a few months.
Keep an eye and an ear out.
Keep an eye and an ear out. We love Abbey, and there will be more Abbey at Yoseka coming soon. Yeah. Okay, so that is it for newly added stationery. Do you have any favorites?
Oh, favorites. Oh my gosh, I was not even thinking.
I didn't mean to blindside you, I'm sorry.
Actually, I think my favorite is the highlighter yellow set, just because it's so like, this is so unique. And I love transparent, like demonstrator type bodies. Yeah. So the fact that they combine like a neon with a transparent and it has a purpose is just, that's cool to me.
That is really cool.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, and it goes with like your neon thing. Ashley had a neon face.
I had a neon face.
Yeah, the whole
like
pen could have been all neon.
Could have been neon.
Could you imagine?
Fluorescent pink, green,
we wouldn't have been able to name it home then. I feel like that would be like crazy.
Rave.
Yeah. Who would like a all neon sailor pen?
Sailor pen. Who knows?
Comment below.
Did you have a favorite besides the neon?
Besides the neon, yeah, I think the Abbey, the Diarist. I think I'll probably be reaching for some of these prompts too. And yeah, I like the idea of having like monthly and daily prompts. Like I actually do monthly prompts in my
really?
Yeah, like towards the beginning of the month every month. So this is a good idea that I love. Well, other than that, we had a very good week in the store, and I had lots of fun conversations with customers. And I was telling you about this earlier, but I feel feel like some of you might be interested in hearing this story. Like we have our very good customer Cory and his wife Erin came in and they were looking for a new pen, and we were just having a conversation and chit-chatting, and we talked about how Cory cleans Erin's pens for her, and I was sharing that with the team yesterday. I thought it was so cute, and you know, I love that like they have this hobby together and he does that for her, and I do that for Neil too.
Oh my god!
So maybe that's why it was resonating with me. But I was like, that's true love, you know? That is true love if you're cleaning your partner's fountain pens.
It's so true.
Yeah, I don't know.
It seems like such a small thing, but anyone who uses fountain pens knows that that's like, you're cleaning someone else's fountain pens, that's commitment.
Yeah.
That's true commitment.
I know. And we also talked, well, like this is not having to do with that, but like we also talked about how like fountain pens are, Ashley and I talked about how fountain pens are so personal that, you know, like I also like wouldn't trust anyone else to clean my fountain pen.
That's a good point.
So if you have a relationship with someone where they're cleaning your fountain pen for you, that's also true love.
Yeah, it's a lot of trust.
Yeah, this is what love in the stationery community looks like. So comment below if you can relate to that.
Someone cleaning your pens.
Yeah, or you clean someone else's pens for them. If you have a story to share, we'd be interested.
Sharing gold nibs is really personal.
It's so personal.
You
like
steel nib fountain pens.
Right. Like the other day, you offered May to use your gold nib pen, and May was like, no, I'll just use a gel pen, because that feels so personal. It feels like it's like crossing a line. Even though we are like spending so much time with each other, we share like food.
It's like, oh, your fountain pen? No, that's too much.
It's like, I don't know. It's almost like in our minds they've changed to like the way we hold them or something. Like they molded to like the user.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, let us know if you can relate to that. But my customer friend of the week, other than obviously Cory and Erin, who I love talking to every time they come to the store, is a customer one who came by over the weekend, and I just have to thank her because she let me drone on and on about the Namiki pens for forever. I had just done the video on the Namiki pens with Amy, so I had all this knowledge fresh in my mind, and I literally saw her looking at those pens, and I walked over to her and I said, "Can I tell you about these pens?" And I just brain dumped all over her all this information that I had fresh in my mind because I just wanted to use it. So thank you, One, for letting me go on and on about the Namiki pens and sharing my appreciation of the Namiki Kokokai Artisan Group for making those pens with you. I'm glad that I didn't bore you to death. Yeah, just thank you for letting me talk about them with you. And if anybody else wants to talk about Namiki pens with us in store, be sure.
Got multiple experts now.
You can talk to me, you can talk to Amy. Ashley's read the blog post, so you can talk to any of us. Yeah, so that's about it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Had a little did you know session.
Exactly. Did you know? Had a little did you know section. That's a good one. Yeah, so I think that's about it for this episode of Catching Up with Yoseka Stationery. I hope you all enjoyed it and enjoyed our little stories from Yoseka.
And hopefully make it out to the New Greenpoint Yoseka.
Exactly.
For one of our upcoming events.
Yes, give us more stories that we can share. I love it. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. We do make this video every week. Actually, I was telling Neil, like, I don't want to be too annoying about telling people to subscribe. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want to subscribe, but we make these videos every week, so if you're interested, you might want to. Yeah, might want to subscribe, give a like, turn on the bell for notifications. Whoa! I'm just repeating what I've heard other people say at the end of videos that we never say. Yeah. But we switched it up this time in the closing. Okay. If you'd like to stay updated, subscribe. Turn on the bell for notifications. All right. And we'll see you next time. See you next time. Thank you. Bye. Bye.